What's going on, fam? My name is Henry, and if you're new here, welcome. Please hit that like, subscribe, and comment if you choose to. As you saw in my last video, I was removing the gas tank. Well, I have it off. And if I would have known this task was as hard as it was going to be, I would have made some type of device as a puller to pull this out. This was a tough one, but you know what? I'm not going to bore you with all the details. It's just pure suffering if you don't know what to do. Hold up. Before I jump back into the story, I have a favor to ask of you. Can you please like, comment, subscribe, and share? This helps with my little algorithms. See if my content is even worth watching or if I should continue. So I greatly appreciate it. Now back to the story. So I highly recommend that you find a YouTube video or find yourself a good puller of some type to get this out, because I had to basically wedge it up, get a screwdriver in there, move it around, and then wedge it all the way around to get it out. Oh, it was a pain. 1 out of 10, highly do not recommend. So if you have a puller of any type, that's one thing I can tell you. This is the hardest part about this, just getting this top off. Once you get this top out, oh, you're good to go. And then the only thing you have to do after that is use your puzzle skills to get the fuel pump out and the filters that come along with it. I eventually get this out. It takes some time. So you know what? I'm gonna be quiet and let you guys watch me suffer for a little bit, because in my opinion, this is the funniest part, because as you can see, the cap is almost up and I just have to progressively put stuff under there and under there until I finally get it to pop. Just Lord.
3 hours later.
Can you move it along? I'm all out of time cards.
That look on my face tells you all you need to know about this. This was a monster, but you know what? The rebuild of the fuel pump was very easy. Just the hardest part, just getting that plug out. The next thing to tackle was this highway bar. Oh man, this thing was dented up pretty good. It took me a minute to get this off, but once I was able to get the bolts and hardware straightened out, the hardware came right out. You could tell by this frame and everything about this bike, when Polaris was putting Victory together, they took their time. Like, this frame is like built super hard. And most of the materials on this whole bike don't feel very gimmicky or plasticky. It's like they put some craftsmanship behind it. This whole project has got me shook, because it's taken me this long to discover a hidden gem, the Victory motorcycle. I still don't know a lot. I'm still learning about it, but everything so far that I'm going through with it is amazing. Just the craftsmanship, just looking over it, it's just... I got quiet there because it's like awe-inspiring, because I was thinking something else, because I looked over these bikes, I heard they were cheaply made, they used shoddy parts, but what I'm dealing with is nothing like that. So how did I get that misconception? It's strange because I'm serious. There's nothing hurt on this bike. It just looks like a minor just fender bender, but he might not have been paying attention. Just nothing really is harmed. Most of the dents I could pound out of the front fender. So whoever crashed this, sorry about your injury, brother, but you know what? At least you were on this type of beast that could take a beating, because it held up pretty good. This process where I'm flexing the fender back, I highly recommend you pay somebody to do it. If you've never done body work, if you don't know how to mold metal or how metal moves, I highly recommend you go pay someone for this, because you don't want to warp it, break anything. Just if you've never done any type of sheet metal work, just don't try this at all. Just pay somebody else a little bit of money. You could probably take it to one of the tech colleges that has auto body shop or something, and maybe you could have one of the professors have one of the students learn off of it or something. Just figure out a way. There's ways to do it. But if you have the foresight and you can bend metal, hey, go for it. They actually used real steel here, so this, oh my god, this flexes back into shape great. Like, I have to give Polaris credit. They made a bike that if it was just you alone in your garage, you could work on no problem and get it back out running, no matter what you did to it. And that's pretty cool for a bike. So you know what? I have to give them kudos. I have to give Polaris a lot of kudos for these Victory motorcycles. This is my first one, so I'm still, but I can guarantee you this is not my last, not at all. Thanks for coming back and checking me out. As you can see, I've been pretty busy. I got that gas tank apart. threw in all the rebuild kit components, the motor, the little valve sensor, all that, popped that back inside there, knocked out the crash bar, pounded out this fender. Look at this. Just, that looks great. And I was worried about crinkles and paint chipping, none of that. So that's out the way now. Now I just need to wait for parts to get here, because I already have my bars, just need my risers, and crank this puppy up to see if I had placed the oil cooler or not, because there's oil spray going down the back of the fender and up and splashed over the exhaust and some of the engine area. Because I guess whatever they impacted, it looked like a curb. So the forks must have compressed and hit and maybe blew up something. I don't know yet. I haven't even inspected it, but I will as I slowly put this back together. So once again, thank you for following along. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the flip side. Be easy out there.